5-Minute Salute. I'm your host, Chris Budihas. Today's segment is sponsored by the Military Affairs and Veterans Department of the City of Jacksonville. Harrison Conyers and the team squaring away our veterans with the benefits they earn through their military service. Talking about veterans, I have Justin Fisher with PM13 Defense Solutions on the line from beautiful Arkansas. Justin, how are you?
Doing good, Chris. Thanks for having me on.
No, man, it's good to see you again. So, couple of things before we start on PM13. Where are you originally from and what you do in the military?
So I'm originally from West Arkansas, a small dot on the map called Mena. That's, kind of has some historical basis with that town. But I spent 25 years in the infantry, and I retired just recently from the National Guard Marksman Training Center, which we did competitive shooting for the Arkansas National, or not just the Arkansas National Guard, but for the entire National Guard nationwide. And I also ran their tactical games team that we kind of assembled in-house there, and some other things on top of that.
That's great. Well, number one, thank you for your service. Obviously, if you didn't do what you did, we couldn't do this here today. So PM13 Defense Solutions, what is this company and how do you do what you guys do there?
Well, PM13 specializes in breaching, taking clients and getting them in front of the DoD. And the way we do that is through creating pathways with either through acquisitions or through other partners to help get capabilities to the warfighter. And that's really where our specialty is navigating the bureaucracy of government contracts, getting awareness for these amazing products and amazing companies that just want to help the warfighter.
Yeah. Now it's amazing, right? I mean, you being former military, me being retired military also, if you're a civilian company that's got a great product or service, trying to negotiate on your own with no former knowledge, the DoD or either the U.S. government acquisitions process could be insurmountable, not only in time, but money and a lot of obstacles in the way. So what I'm hearing from you is PM13 has the knowledge and capacity to help them more efficiently, both in time and money, get to those appropriate, contract vehicles to get them in the DoD systems. Does that sound about right?
It does, and it starts at the top with our CEO, Pat Maloney, he's a big vision, the driving force of PM13. He is actually the PM in PM13, just to go ahead and get that knowledge out there, because that's always the first question we get.
Yeah.
Then it tears down to the strategic level with yourself, Steve, General Coker, General Blackburn, Ladd, super connected, great prior service military individuals with this vision of where networks need to go. And you go down to the next tier where we have, Tom Landry, our chief technology officer, Melvin, Brandon, Harry are all our engineers. Then you get down to Mike Skoke, who's the mother hen of us all, the chief of operations. Then you got me doing the director of marketing and communications. So it's in the demos. So we're really connecting the ground with the top level. And that's really what makes PM13 such a unique animal in this realm of defense consulting.
That's great. And then Justin, let's talk about the width and depth of the clients that PM13 has, because folks are going to watch this and go, hey, maybe I need to make contact with PM13 because I need assistance and, negotiating this contract process or acquisitions process. So you can give us a feeling of what types of clients PM13 has and what kind of business segments they're in?
We have it's such a wide diversity of what we can do and what our partners are. And we don't really call them clients. They're more partners, because we may connect one company with another company to make that capability available for the warfighter. But I have everything from toast targets with Jordan Zumwalt, former NFL player who got into targeting, to OSS, Alexis and her team with the hardware systems. We also have software capabilities, Warbeck with their firefighting foam and their antenna capabilities. It's just, and not to mention Integris, who was on that meeting with yesterday with the body armor compositions for both armor and for personnel. So it's just a massive, massive scope all the way up to large scale manufacturing.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah, as I tell folks, looking at the website, and then of course, my part-time work with PM13, for full disclosure. I mean, we got everything from the medical side, the high-end engineering, to robotics in warehousing, robotics on the battlefield. It is extremely wide and deep and capable. And not only is it U.S.-based companies, but also foreign companies that we have worked with in the past and work with now. So the ability to have that partnership. I love the fact you said partners and not clients, because I think you're right. It's there's a agreed upon, though it's business, there's agreed upon partnership, because the kind of that fiduciary statement, right? When they win, we win, and that's how Patrick Maloney runs this organization to ensure that we're providing value to the clients, so the clients not only want to work with us for 1 year, but for a lifetime, if you will, as they evolve and change over time. And we've seen modifications here over the last number of years in the DoD acquisitions, not necessarily the process, but in the fact that there's always the big five, your Raytheons, your Boeings, your Dynamics, but also
Right.
the initiative to get more small business involved in the DoD acquisitions, both for material and for services. And then a company like PM13 is helping those small companies who can't afford this large headcount and business development to do it on their behalf, which is more efficient, more successful, and cheaper in the long run. So Justin, how do people find both you and find PM13 Defense Solutions?
You can find myself and PM13 on LinkedIn. That's our primary source of advertising. We also have a website, PM13defensesolutions.com. You can look us up and see all of our partners, everything from Curie and Aurora Labs to Peterson, OSS, Boresight, and everything in between.
That's excellent. Well, hey, Justin, thanks for coming on today, telling your story, and then telling the story of PM13 Defense Solutions. We're going to encourage folks to both connect with you and myself on LinkedIn. Also, take a look at PM13 Defense Solutions. Ask any questions of you and I. And also, they can go directly through the website to contact PM13. And we look forward to having those further conversations to help them win in this contracting space. So, Justin, any final thoughts?
No, thank you for having us on. Thank you for letting me speak about PM13. I do want to say something to all the transitioning veterans out there, if I may.
Yeah.
All right. So as a veteran who's transitioning, you're going to look to where is your niche. And I'll share my really quick example with coming to PM13. I have all these amazing people like Chris and Steve and Ladd and all these guys who are just super connected and accomplished. So this is what you need to do, veterans. Find your vision, create a process, refine your process, trust your process, and execute. And that will create your niche to where you need to go within whatever career field that you want. So that's my advice to everybody.
That's good. Well,
that's what I've had to learn too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So he's like, oh,
I'm going to have you back on, and we're going to deep dive in that a little bit further, talk about veterans transition, because you're recently out of it. You're a senior non-commissioned officer who's been successful both in the military and in your transition and your post-military life. So I love that you pass that knowledge on to our fellow service members. Again, Justin, thanks again for coming on the 5-minute salute. Look forward to staying in contact with you. Hey, folks, take a look at the show notes. Connect with Justin and I on LinkedIn. Take a look at PM13 Defense Solutions. Maybe your company needs a little bit of pathfinding to occur. PM13 is in a great position to help you win. We'll see our next segment. A little bit of gratitude.
When they leave us for battle, we await their return. When their embrace is gone, we imagine them with us. Some don't come back. We grieve. Some come back hurting. We help. Heroes survive. We honor them. Heroes fall. We remember them. 150,000 veterans live in Jacksonville. We serve them. We're the Military Affairs and Veterans Department, City of Jacksonville. Because of them, our light never dims.